Welcome, everyone, to the Energy Advisors Podcast. I'm your host, Rex, that energy guy. Got a fun episode for you today, and I think you're going to find and maybe agree with me that there's a completely new industry evolving here. It's the consolidation of a few industries, but I think it's important, it's happening, and you're going to see more and more of this, and it's going to actually be beneficial for the consumer. But before we go there, I want to thank our sponsors and partners in the show. I have a new one to talk about today. It's called Energy Transition Tools. This is an organization that brings you the latest and greatest cool new technologies that can impact your bottom line, save you some green while you're looking at the tools to go through the energy transition. Find them at energytransitiontools.com. Our friends at Smart love what they're doing. It is a new innovation and a new way renewables are going to be purchased. It's bringing retail into the mix. How would you like to go down to your local retailer and have an complete showroom where you can look at all of the technologies that impact your bottom line and help you get on a path to energy independence? Well, that's what's happening at Smart Energy Centers. Consumer protection, bulk pricing, price caps, you name it, they've got the best solutions, Smart Energy Centers. And of course, our friends at Taxhive. Taxes are a big part of the financial justification of renewable systems. There are amazing rebates and incentives, and also important, the tax credits that you are entitled to. Don't do it alone. Listen, you wouldn't DIY a rooftop solar system or DIY a heat pump. Certainly don't DIY your taxes. Don't think you can use one of those software packages or talk to a general accounting firm that doesn't know anything about this. Work with the experts. I recommend them to everyone, and you will find that they'll do the best. They stick with you for 5 years. Make sure you get those credits. Taxhive.com. And of course, our friends at Go Green Community Initiative. This is a great nonprofit that is helping consumers get facts about the plans to go through the energy transition. Don't go alone, and also don't listen to the vendors. What they do is they give you a free energy evaluation assessment, and they help you understand all the parameters of your home, your systems, your usage, and maybe your future plans, and then give you a baseline report to work from. Get education, get smart. Our friends at Go Green Community Initiative will help you do that. So gogreencommunityinitiative.org. Okay, on to the topic today. I don't want to burn you out with listening to all those good stuff to get started, but it's important because our partners help us with the show. Listen, I have been looking at this for quite some time. You know, I came out of technology. I didn't grow up in the renewables energy. I didn't become a solar bro and come in from that angle. I came at this from a technology background, so I have a little different perspective. And I see what's happening in this industry, and it's a consolidation of a couple. So let's talk about that. If you're going to look at energy technology, there are 3 pillars, okay? Those 3 pillars are conservation technologies. So things that fit in this pillar are roofs. There's new technology to have more efficient roofs. Insulation. There's new in technology like phase change shields and other technologies that will allow you to increase the conservation. And these include windows. So that's the conservation pillar. The second is what I like to call the efficiency pillar. These are the tools and systems that help you more efficiently manage the power that you consume. So these are things like our heating and cooling, so HVAC type systems, smart thermostats, smart breakers, and smart home systems, energy electricity optimizers. So this is a sector of the industry that's been normally dominated by HVAC and a little bit by some of the renewables people, some of the solar people. But essentially, this is the heart of your house. So these are the things you need to pay attention to, okay? And then the third pillar is power generation. So you're going to have all these power generation tools and solutions. This includes solar, portable solar, rooftop, ground mount, so all the solar capabilities, micro wind turbines, geothermal, depending on where you live, and other new technologies that are coming online for the residential marketplace. So this area has been predominantly dominated by solar installation companies. And the other one that we kind of mix in here, it kind of rides between 2, it's like riding 2 horses, would be your whole house storage. Now, I don't put that in the power generation bucket or pillar, because that's really about managing your power. So I'm going to put that in the middle tier. So that's the efficiency tier. All right. So if you wanted to work with all these pillars of energy, you're going to have to work with a lot of different companies. Well, that's not the case anymore. What's going to happen in this industry, which I saw in tech many times, is consolidation. So you're going to take that first pillar of the conservation technologies, and that's going to come in. The second pillar, which is the efficiency, that's pretty much dominated by HVAC. Okay. That's going to be a part of the picture. And then your friends over in power generation pillar, that's going to come in. So we're going to see the consolidation of roofing, insulation, windows, into all the HVAC and efficiency things, and then also the power generation, which is solar. This is a good thing for the consumer. Okay. And what I call this new industry, and I'm not the only one that's called this probably before, but I haven't heard it, is the energy transition industry. What you're going to have is no longer companies that just do one of these things. You're going to have companies, and you're starting to see them evolve, that do all of it. They're going to be energy consultants. They're going to be energy management companies. You're not going to have the solar installers over here and the window guys over there and the HVAC guys here. It's going to be one. And that's to your advantage. And here's why. Because now you can work with one expert, with somebody who can help you and look at your home in a holistic approach. Because if you're going to transition your home, and the average US home is 40 years old in age, yeah, refresh a lot of things and add some new things on. So why not work with one? And why not work with one consultant that is helping you with everything? Okay. Now, this isn't bad news. This doesn't mean the solar guys are going away or the HVAC guys are going away or any of them. It's just that we're bringing this together, and that's a natural progression that's happening in the marketplace. So this new energy transition industry is going to be dynamic, and you're going to work with really intelligent people, because when you think about it, all of these new technologies and systems is just hardware and software. Okay. Some of it you install in different places, but it's really just technology. So that's what's going to happen. So start to look for this trend. Start to work with and get information from companies who are energy transition industry. Now, what's cool about this? This industry already has all the components of all industries. It has trade associations, it has technology partners, it has consultants, it has installers, sales, it has everything. So this isn't anything new. There's no void here. We're just consolidating and bringing it into one brand and one place to work with. So take a look at it as you're going out in the marketplace and looking for solutions. You know, we're at a great time in the history of man. There is a huge, huge opportunity for us to have more efficient homes, save money, and even get on a path to energy independence. So when you're on that path, if it's at the top of your mind, look for companies that do more than just one thing. You know, you don't want a one-legged horse. You don't want a horse that just sells solar. You don't want a horse that just does windows. You want a horse that does everything. So that's my brain dump for you today. Thank you for tuning in. If you're on any of the video platforms, please don't forget to subscribe and check the notifications. And if you're on the podcasting platforms, make sure that you follow. Thanks, and tune in to next time. And until then, I'll say what I always say: thanks, and make it a great day.